Everybody, I'm Brian.
I'm Stephanie, and welcome back to No BS Eateries. Today we are over by SeaWorld Orlando, and we are trying out something a little different for us. It's Selam Cuisine, which is Ethiopian food.
Yes, so we thought we would give you a couple restaurants that are just outside of the tourist, well, not the tourist area, but the resort area. So you're not going to pay resort prices, but you're still going to get great food. So this place came highly recommended, so we're going to try it and let you know how it is.
Stay tuned. We are inside the restaurant now. We did order some African beers. I got the St. George beer, which is from 1915. It's Ethiopia's oldest beer.
Yeah, and it's a light beer, he said.
Yeah, it looks light.
And I got the Negus, which is from, I think, the same brewery. But he said it's the youngest beer that they have from Ethiopia. So we have the youngest and the oldest. This is a dark beer, so we're going to try them.
This is the St. George. Cheers.
Cheers.
It's good. I think he said it was a honey beer, maybe? I don't know. It's pretty.
Wines were made from
it's got
honey.
a sweet taste to it. It's good though. I like it. It's like a Hefeweizen kind of beer.
Oh yeah, that's really good.
How was yours?
The flavor is very balanced in that, a very smooth finish. Mine isn't as balanced.
This is so good. It's pretty fruity, I think.
Like the St. George better.
Is that a shock? Brian likes my stuff.
This is a tiny bit bitter, almost. Just a tiny bit, not a lot. But it's good. Want to tell them what we ordered?
Yes, and I apologize in advance. I'm going to butcher everything. So we ordered samosas, I can say that. And we ordered chicken samosas, which is basically a puff pastry filled with meat and it's spiced. And we got the salam meat and veggie combo special, which serves 2 people, and it is $30, which isn't too bad. And it has doro, which is chicken tibs, which are chunks of meat. And then it's got sega beef wat, which I believe he said were strips. I could be wrong though. And then here's where I'm going to butcher it all. It's alecha segwat, meserwat, alecha kiki, gomen, cabbage, and potatoes and carrots. And then we also ordered the lamb tips, which is called yebeg tips. Yebeg?
Yeah, we're going to beg for them. So the Samosas arrived. I don't know if you can see those. How do they look? I don't want them to slide off the plate, but I want you to see them.
This is really good.
So, yeah, how is it?
It's really good. It tastes like a egg roll, and then I don't get a chicken flavor, but the inside is really good. And then the salsa, whatever I'm gonna call it, a salsa, it's spicy, but not too bad. It is tasty. I like the fried, like wonton wrapper.
The chicken doesn't. It's like minced. It's really ground up, really fine, and all the spices are combined in it. So it's not hard. When you take a bite, it's very soft. Almost like Stephanie said, like an egg roll. When you bite into an egg roll, same crispiness, but the flavors are different. A little bit spicy, but not too bad. I think it's really good.
Yeah, it's good. I like it. I'm gonna eat the rest of it.
You are? You're not going to share?
Well, there's 2, so I guess I get 1.
Well, at least my entree's coming.
I mean, the guy did try to tell us that the salad was really good. I guess we look like we need a salad. Just kidding. I know that's not what he was saying.
I'll eat a salad too.
But I didn't want salad. This is when we went to the Nile restaurant, we were on a vegetarian vegan thing. So everything we had there was no meat. But this time we're getting meat, obviously.
Once the food comes, we'll try it, let you know how it tastes, and yeah.
Report back. Yeah.
Yeah.
And we're not getting Gideon's cookies because we're not anywhere close to Disney World.
See you inside.
And when I say close to Disney World, we are close. We're not that close.
Yeah, I mean, it's not bad. It's probably, what, like 20
It said
minutes?
it was 15 minutes on the GPS.
15?
Mm-hmm.
15-minute drive. So if you're, looking for something different, I know a lot of people come to Disney every year, sometimes multiple times a year. They bring their families. They stay for a couple weeks. And once you've eaten at all the Disney properties and Universal properties and all of that, This one was what, a half mile, it said, from SeaWorld?
Half mile from SeaWorld.
Half mile from SeaWorld. So if you're at SeaWorld and you're done and you want to grab dinner, but you don't want to spend $100 for hamburgers and French fries, then you can come here, get something really tasty and affordable. Look at that plate. Oh my Lord. This is for 2. Looks like it's for 10. So this is
collard greens.
Collard greens. This is cabbage and carrow. This is red lentils, yellow lentils. This is feet.
Oh.
Feet. This is the salad. This is chicken. You can't barely see it. This is like a cottage cheese. This was the beef.
And
this is the lamb.
Yep.
And this is the...
It's also beef.
Also beef.
They've got some sort of name.
And here's the bread I was telling you about. I don't know if you can see this, but you see all of those little holes in the middle? It's like sponginess. Yes. So it's very, very soft. This is how we do it. See,
Brian's being tested.
In my country, I'm Hispanic. So we just grab a little bit like this, and you can mix up.
Brian was being quizzed on how to use his hands as utensils.
Yes.
And he said, "This is a spoon, right?" Then he said, "This is a fork."
And he brought out a spoon to compare, like next to it, and then a fork next to it. So that's how you eat it.
So what did you try? This was not spicy beef, is what she said.
Not spicy beef. It's amazing. It's delicious, so flavorful. It feels like it's been stewed for hours. 6-8 hours, something like that. Like the meat just falls apart in your mouth, and the spices they're so good. A little bit of tanginess to it. But when I say spices, it is not spicy. It's not hot. It doesn't leave a hot taste in your mouth. It's just a lot of you can taste the spice.
That's good. The meat is really tender too.
Yeah.
It's like been stewed all day or something. This kind of tastes like a beef stew. Like,
oh my God.
And it's not spicy at all. That's the lamb.
It's amazing. Oh my God. It's almost like buttery when you put it in your mouth, but it's got onions and green peppers in it. It just goes together so well. Like, I can imagine making a Philly steak with that. Philly lamb steak sandwich.
Yeah, everything's really well seasoned. Like, I couldn't tell you what the seasonings are. I'm not that kind of expert.
I can't tell you either. There's probably a lot of them. I don't know if the tanginess is coming from the bread.
It's the bread. If you eat it separately, it's the bread. I remember when we went to Nile, the bread was tangy. It's not like...
It is the bread.
I'm gonna try the red lentils.
Get the lamb. I'm gonna tell you right now, get the lamb. Holy mackerel.
The red lentils are a little spicy, but like spicy.
I think the bread and the food, whatever food you're putting the bread in the bread, it's going to give you a tangy aftertaste, and I like it. I don't know, some people might not, but I love it.
I wonder what gives it the tangy aftertaste, because it's not like a citrusy tang. Like it's, I don't know.
I have to do some research. Get back to you.
But the collard greens, really good. Like, I know my family doesn't do collard greens on a holiday, but I could see it like for Thanksgiving or something as a side. And so they give you 4 rolls of this, but it's on top of the bread as well. So at the end, you just eat your whole dish.
Yeah, so...
Besides the middle. Don't do that.
Yeah. The order that I like the meats in, the lamb, definitely number 1. This, I don't know if it's spiced, or I think it is the spice. I can't tell which one's spiced. They both taste spicy to me. But this one has a green look to it. And this one has a red. So they're both beef. So I would say the green beef is next, then the red beef, then the chicken. So those are that's my order of favorites and the meat.
I tried the chicken. It's, I want to say maybe a little dry.
Yeah, I agree.
The cheese kind of gives me like a feta type feel. Do you get that? I didn't have a lot of
Very
it.
tangy to me. Like,
I'm just gonna go pure cheese.
I would definitely mix the salad and the cheese with some of the meat, with the bread. Otherwise, it's just too much tanginess for me.
I don't mind the cheese. I don't think it's that tangy.
Well, tell them
Different
that. Don't
strokes
tell
for
me.
different folks. But everything on here is delicious. I mean, there's nothing that I would avoid getting. Everything is spiced nicely, seasoned nicely.
I love the meat. The meat is delicious.
I'll be glad we're not vegetarian, vegan anymore.
Yes, definitely.
They do have a completely vegetarian, vegan option. So if that is your thing, they've got it for you.
Yes. And I'm thinking about mixing the meat and the vegetables. I think that is probably the way to go. But I'm trying to decide if I can fit it all in one little torn off piece or if I got to keep a big piece like this. And then,
You gotta make like a little burrito.
yeah, exactly. That's exactly.
And
it.
now he's looking for like, I feel like what he was just looking for is like a spoon or something.
I was. I was looking for a utensil and I'm like, fork or spoon? Yeah.
I think my favorite meat, sorry to talk with my mouth full, is the green meat. I mean, green yellow. It's just stewed perfectly, like so tender,
Yeah.
delicious.
The meat just falls apart in your mouth. I agree with her. It's my second favorite, just because I love lamb. I love lamb.
And I've never really had lamb. It's not gamey or anything. I mean, I know I've had lamb, but this isn't like a strong gamey flavor.
It's not your mom's lamb.
My mom's never made lamb.
Whoa. Missed your mouth. Missed your mouth.
Oh, we don't have a plate.
I don't know if you guys ever played that game as a kid, the Mr. Mouth game, where you put the little thing in and try to shoot it into the guy's mouth and it spins around, you know? But I heard the song or something for the chime, and I was like, did that say Mr. Mouth or Missed Your Mouth? And I said, you know what? That's probably how they came up with the name. Mr. Mouth, Missed Your Mouth.
Everyone misses their mouth.
Anyway, those of you who know what I'm talking about
I don't know.
will understand. The rest of you can YouTube the Mr. Mouth commercial. I'm sure it's there.
Maybe I need to do the randomizer, but we hit 100 subscribers today. High five. Thank you guys. And here's to 10 times as many
Yes,
and plus.
1,000 is our next stop. What are you going to do for 1,000?
Do a party.
You get a car! You get a car!
I wish.
Sorry, we don't got Uber money.
No, we don't, because this is a side hobby right now, and we have real jobs. We got our
Yes.
coffee. They did the, I guess, ceremony. Oh, we missed it.
Yeah, so they brought this incense. It's called frankincense,
Yeah, they burned frankincense.
and it's on this little
Pedestal.
little, I don't know, hollowed out thing they put the frankincense in, and then it was smoking. It was like, but now it's out. So
And she said that every time they drink coffee, they burn incense.
yeah,
And then,
and they brought this really cool coffee pot, and so there's some more in there. So I don't know if we're going to try more or not.
we'll see. It comes in, they serve them in tiny cups, so you know it's got to be strong.
Yes.
It's in a tiny cup.
Did you want sugar in yours?
I'm going to taste it first without sugar,
Okay.
and then I'll probably use the sugar, because if it's like an espresso, it's going to be strong. Oh, but the cup is too hot for my little hands.
It's like almost like there's chocolate in there. Like a hint of chocolate.
Yeah. Yeah, it's got
Cocoa or
some sort of...
something.
Was that the spices you showed us earlier?
I think so.
Had cardamom. That's the only thing I remember.
Yeah, cardamom, allspice, and cinnamon.
Yeah, you can. I think you can kind of taste the cinnamon. I can't lift. I need like a little Starbucks koozie thing.
But it almost tastes like it has chocolate in it. Like
I probably-
chocolate powder, not like,
And then we got the baklava.
yes. Here's the baklava. Try and put it at an angle you can see it better. It's got some pistachios on top and some honey.
It was really good. Really sweet. You can taste. It's like drenched in honey. So good. It tastes like a a nice warm donut. I think even our kids would like that. Like they probably wouldn't want to try it because of the way it looks, but it's nice and sweet. It's kind of got a cinnamon taste to it too, like a cinnamon roll.
It's delicious.
And I do recommend the coffee. It's really good. I normally drink my coffee black, so and now that it's cooled down a little bit and I can have a little more in my mouth, it's not so bad. It's strong, definitely, but not so bad.
Yeah, not too bad. So I don't think she'll be up till 2. Maybe
10. I might make it to 10. That's like Brian's number one complaint about me is I love to sleep. I've always been a sleeper.
I don't complain. It's just I don't sleep very well, so
Yeah, we're like opposites.
it's hard to see somebody sleep soundly, only get 7.5 hours and complain.
I'll be
When she normally
cranky.
gets 9 hours of sleep, and I get 4 or less most of the time, and I'm usually okay for most of the day. I get grouchy, but
Yeah,
not all the time.
sometimes not so bad. All right, guys, we finished our meal inside of Selam, and it was delicious. Everything was amazing. My favorite part was the yellow beef. That's what I'm gonna call it. I did ask for the name again, but I've already forgotten that. Yeah. So, and also the baklava we had was amazing, super sweet, super good.
Yeah. So, what was your favorite part?
I said the yellow beef.
Yeah. And what
Yeah.
about the worst
The worst
or least favorite?
was probably the red lentils.
Oh yeah.
Just
Yeah, my least favorite was the cabbage and the carrot, and it just, to me, it didn't have a lot of flavor, but Stephanie liked it. So, each to their own. And of course, you saw I love the lamb. The lamb is amazing. If you just ordered the lamb, you can't go wrong. And the whole meal was amazing. Even the cabbage and carrots were good, but everything else amazing.
And our server Abraham was great, and everybody in the restaurant, because I'm pretty sure we saw everybody that worked there.
Yeah.
At some point.
All 3 of them.
Yeah, I think there's more, but
Yeah. And so the experience is what I really like too, because you don't really get an experience when you go to a restaurant most of the time. You get a server comes, takes your order, they bring your food, you eat it and you leave. But they did a whole coffee ceremony from what the coffee beans look like, unroasted, to roasting them in front of you, to bringing the coffee over with the incense. So just great experience. And Abraham was so knowledgeable. Ask for him if you ever come, but I think all of them have the same knowledge. And he's just wonderful, very friendly, and just really wanted to know what we wanted, and just so knowledgeable about the food and his country, and just ask him anything. He's such a nice guy.
yeah. And it was great. Everything was great, and he was funny because he tried to test us on the bread.
Yeah.
And told us how to make it, or he told us to check out YouTube, but showed us the grain that you make it with. So
Yeah, he brought a bag of grain to the table. So you just don't get that in restaurants. Super cool.
Yep. So remember, as always, to like, comment, subscribe. We're now at 100. We are now at 100. Plus, I think we've got some extras today. And we appreciate everybody following us and giving us your feedback. We love you all. And we'll see you next time. Let us know where you'd like to see us go.
All right, guys. Have a wonderful weekend.
Have a good night.
Bye.